Mayday, mayday, mayday. We're going down. We're going down. Just kidding. We're up. Welcome to the podcast. Sorry. I was on my phone. For the audio listeners. And if you're watching, whatever. What's up, everyone? Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's another episode of your favorite podcast, Too Good for You. That's spelled the number 2, good, and the number 4, and the letter U. A podcast made too good, but made just right for you.
That's right, baby.
So what's up, everyone? It's been a week.
Another week.
Everyone is good and healthy, and we hope you guys are all living your life. When this comes out, it will be
End of February.
So yeah. March already. So I hope everyone had a good Black History Month. And
now we're going to Women's History Month.
That is correct.
That is
yes,
right, yeah.
From my understanding. It was also my birthday.
That's right. Shout this guy out, man. It's his birthday. Leap year, baby. He's still 6, right? Yeah, he's still 6.
Yes, I am.
Oh, man.
But, yep, by the time you guys see this episode, I will officially be 1 year older, which is just how life works, unfortunately.
Is your quarter life crisis hitting?
Nope, not at all. I feel exactly the same. I feel once I hit 30,
that's when the crisis will come in?
Shit will start, falling down for me.
1/3 crisis.
Yeah, like 1/3. But yeah, I mean, right now, I feel the same. I mean, I'm recording this before my birthday, but when this comes out, will be after. Is it gonna be? Yeah,
I think it is. Yeah,
it is.
I think it will be.
Yeah, it will be. It's when it comes
out. It'll be legit. I think March 1st.
Yeah, this comes out March 1st. So
2nd,
technically, that's still my birthday because my birthday is technically the day after February 28th, but March 1st is not my birthday, but neither is the 28th.
So I think you told me already, though. When you turned 21, what day did they allow you to go to?
I had to go out on the March 1st.
Oh, my God.
I was not able to do the 28th because it said 29 on my ID, and they were like, that's not today.
That's fucked up. That's so sad.
So I went March 1st, and they were like, oh, that day's gone. So welcome in, bud.
Oh, man.
Got my wristband, and
there you go.
Went inside. That was it. But yeah, man, birthdays are weird. After you hit 21, I feel like growing up, I feel like your birthday's increments are like 5s.
Really?
Like first birthday, obviously is sick. Your next cool birthday probably isn't until like your 5, just because 5's like a cool number.
Okay.
Next one, you're like 10.
All right.
10 is also kind of sick. After that, 16. There's really nothing in between 10 and what's between 10 and 16? Nothing.
15.
Why? What do you do? What can you do at 15?
Well, I was gonna say actually 13. PG-13 movies.
Okay,
technically, you're allowed to go in
PG-13. Okay, so 13, and then 16.
16 is you get your license. Yeah, you start driving.
Get your license, and then
18.
After that is 18. At this point, you can
buying
vote.
Scratchers, lottery tickets.
Yeah, lottery tickets and voting. That's it now.
Yep. And then it goes 21.
Then after that, it's 21, and then
drinking. Gambling, just throw your life away.
And then after that, it goes in 10s.
No, I would say 25.
No.
Yeah, because you could start renting a rental car.
26.
Is it 26?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you could do a rental car.
So at that point, that's really not that serious.
It's
no, I wouldn't even say that's not even that serious.
How
many times are you renting a car?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
you're not.
I've had to pay insurance fee just because I was underage when renting a car.
Oh, okay, yeah, so, but I'm saying
now I don't.
Okay,
like that's the thing.
I mean, but you're not renting cars like every week, so it's not like it matters.
Well, that would be it.
You go to the bar every week, and you're like, I can do this because I'm 21. It's not like you're renting a car every week. I can do this because I'm 26.
I mean, if you're traveling.
That's true. Anyway. I mean, Ubers. But, yeah, after that, your birthdays just start going in 10s because it's like, okay, you get 30, boom, that's a good year. Your 30s start after that.
And
40, boom, and then you just keep going until you die.
That's true. I agree with you. When you 65, is that a retirement age? That's a big one, right? That's usually the retirement age. Not now, but...
Yeah, at this point, who fucking knows when retiring is? But, yeah, usually around 65, 65.
Then I would say that's a big one.
Birthday?
A year, a birth year. Yeah, birth
I mean,
year.
it just depends. I mean, you could not retire until you're like
Well, yeah, depends
80,
on what you're
and then
working.
you're
Yeah,
just like, all right. I mean, you could retire tomorrow
that is true.
if you wanted. I could literally just be like, hey, guys, I'm retiring. And then they'd just be like, excuse me? Like, yeah,
Sorry.
I'm done. Like, I'm just not going to work anymore, ever.
They're gonna be like, "How you get your money?" Be like, "Don't worry about it.
I mean,
Don't worry about it."
At that point,
That's
it's
it.
like, listen, like, you could just be homeless and be retired.
That is true. That is true. You could be.
So,
You really
I mean,
could.
however you want to do it, you just got to say, like, hey, I'm retired. And then, yeah.
Yeah, the idea of retirement is just it's a little superficial because you could retire anytime, but
I think it more so just means like
or financially able to.
Yes, you are financially
not
able
work.
to live the rest of your life without
But
having
fucking
to work.
65, like bro, you're literally almost dead. Like, what are you gonna do?
Not really. I think nowadays most people are living well into like their 80s, so it's still a good like 20
That's
years of life. If you retire at 65, you can still probably get 20 years, at least 10 good years.
Okay, what's the first thing you're gonna do then?
Well, if I retire,
If you retire, you have money in the bank, you're ready to go. What are you gonna do?
I don't know, probably learn how to like build cars or some shit.
That would be your retirement.
Old people thing. I have nothing but time to do.
Yeah, exactly. Like
So why not?
travel.
I
Travel.
mean, I travel a lot right now in my 20s. Thanks to this job. I mean, I don't really get to do fun things, but I get to
You're still
travel.
traveling. You're
I'm
still seeing. You're
I'm
still seeing some
doing
stuff.
things, but yeah, I mean, like being a 65-year-old traveling on a 19-hour flight across the world just
Yeah, I'm
doesn't
sleeping
sound.
throughout the
yeah,
whole flight.
that doesn't
Sleeping
sound
throughout the
fun.
whole
I feel like I have to pee every 10 minutes. Like it just
Well, that's
like
what I'm saying. Like, it sucks that retirement is at 65 because it's like literally like you're not young anymore. You can't do that kind of stuff. You know.
yeah. I mean, you can.
You're,
It's
you're
just-
sightseeing at that
yeah,
point. You're just gonna be sightseeing.
Yeah, it's a lot different than
If you
if
retire
you're
at
like, yeah, if
25 or
I'm like in
something,
my
you know?
20s and
Yeah.
I'm like going out and doing all these things, like I could do when I'm 65. I'll just be old and having to pee and shit.
Yeah, you see me at the golf course.
Yeah, playing
We'll do that.
shuffleboard with Gertrude.
There it is.
All right, so E-Man, I have a video I want you to watch.
All right.
For all of our listeners, you're going to have to go onto youtube.com/toogoodforyoupod to watch the video we're going to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're already watching on YouTube, stay tuned and enjoy
Subscribe.
this beautiful video. And shout outs, hold on, before I do this, because can we do this?
We could shout them out. We should shout them out.
I mean, we are, but like, is playing a full video.
Oh, dude, yeah, I have no idea if that's copyright or
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
But we're gonna say I think it's 15 seconds. I think 15 seconds is like
Let me just
pushing the
Okay, so
limit.
let me just try to find the clip, and I just want to show this for you. So
he said we're not gonna get banned on
Yeah,
YouTube.
so-
We're not gonna.
So everyone, make sure you go subscribe to Devil Artemis. He is a great artist on
Funny.
YouTube. Funny guy. He does a lot of Blender work, 3D modeling. So that's where all this stuff comes from. So I guess I can give context. This
We're gonna have to draw everything ourselves.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to draw
We're
it.
gonna have to
So
draw it
E-Man's
now.
gonna have to draw it. So picture Cell from Dragon Ball Z, perfect Cell from Dragon Ball Z, talking with Kermit the Frog, who was talking to Frieza, who was complaining about his brother Cooler, about what part of the galaxy that Frieza owns.
Okay.
So let's see. Hopefully, I just clicked to a part, so I hope this is the part that I was looking for.
Personal fucking army and Sabon.
Frieza, if you really are the emperor that you say you are, you'd go over there, look Cooler straight in the face, and smack the shit out of him. Yeah, I don't think he's tall enough, Kermit. Scratch that. You go over there, you look Cooler right in the dick, and you smack the shit out of his dick. Kermit, he has to assert dominance, Cell. Trust me, it's the right move. Frieza, just...
That was really the only part I wanted to show.
It's so funny, dude.
Was talking about just look at him in the dick, smack him in the
No,
dick.
I think it was just when he's like, you gotta look at him in the face. And he's like, no, he's shorter. He's like, oh, you gotta look at him in the dick.
Look him in
Like
the
that's
dick,
it.
and then
Like,
smack him in the dick. You can't smack him in the
Imagine
face.
I think that would be.
Listen, bitch.
You're dominating right there at that point. Like he's on the ground probably.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? But
I thought Frieza was more powerful than.
so Cooler. Let's see if I can remember my
let's get
Dragon
some
Ball
context
Z
here.
lore. Welcome to our Dragon Ball Z podcast. So from my understanding, yeah. So the universe is split up between Frieza and Cooler. Cooler is Frieza's older brother, and technically Cooler is stronger than Frieza base level. Once Frieza gets to final form, Cooler also has the same kind of
Stages.
like stages of evolving into like other things. He also has because essentially he like fell into a star or something, and then he became like Metal Cooler, and then Metal Cooler was a person. I don't remember. My Dragon Ball Z lore is off. But yeah.
Okay.
They're brothers who try to rule the galaxy. And
I don't watch. I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z since I was a kid, and I don't think I've ever gotten to the point where I know who Cooler was. So that's why I was like,
yeah,
I didn't know who that
Cooler
was.
technically doesn't show up in the Frieza saga. He is brought on. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've figured it out, but yeah. Thank you guys for joining us on the Dragon Ball Z podcast.
Now back to your regular tune.
Yeah.
Too Good For You podcast.
Yeah, exactly. We're back. You've been doing those smash and pass Disney characters
Oh,
on TikTok?
bro, no, but I watch them and I'd be playing along with them. I'd be like,
Oh, you playing
I'd
along?
be like,
That's
yeah,
Smash.
that's about
That's Smash.
pretty good.
So you haven't done it?
No, I haven't.
Sick.
Go ahead.
I've done it.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
All right, so who? Top 3 Smash, top 3 Pass. Go.
The ones that I got that I can remember. I got the fox from Robin Hood. Not Robin Hood, but like the princess.
Did you pass?
No, I smashed.
Wait, the princess?
Yeah.
You
Whoa. She was a maid. Just
we're
kidding.
excluding all bestiality in this one. We're all excluding it all.
Bro, I got her first try.
Oh,
Smash.
God.
What?
All right,
Are
go
you
ahead.
kidding me?
Okay, go ahead. Keep going. Go
I
ahead.
don't remember who else I got. That was that was like the first one, and I was like, "Yep, this is a good game."
Oh my God! Honestly, it's
Um,
funny though. Like I seen one, the girl was like legit debating on like if she was gonna smash or pass.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, cartoon crushes.
Oh,
Telling you.
what was the guy from fucking Atlantis?
Which one? The main guy? The
Yeah,
glasses guy?
yeah.
I forgot his name, but the girl, the princess.
Didn't get her, but I got the guy
Mm.
Milo. Milo was his name.
He said smash.
I smashed.
Wow, Tyson said equality.
That's what I'm saying, baby. Don't matter. Hey, Milo came out with the cut through. My guy, look, bro.
He said
Must.
ripped. He said ripped. So I'm trying to cuddle with them
That's
arms.
right. Oh fuck. But yeah.
Oh, we should do that. Hey, we're gonna do that. Subscribe to the Patreon. It's gonna be on the Patreon.
But yeah. Yeah. Nah. So yeah, that's a fun little game for everyone to play.
Yeah, those are so entertaining to watch. Like, I mean, it kind of shows like who you were attracted to, or like, did we talk about this already? Like past like cartoons like that you're attracted to as a kid or
I'm
whatever.
sure we did, but we
Pretty
can talk
sure.
about it again. Kim Possible.
100%. Even no, the bad girl, the green.
Shigo.
Shigo.
But no, Kim Possible for sure. Got this little boy bricked up for no reason at the age of 13.
I'm not.
Who else? Say it.
I had a type. I had a
be,
type.
don't be shy. Say it.
Sam, Danny Phantom, Katara, Avatar.
Sam from Danny Phantom. Let me. Okay.
Come on, I had a type, bro.
I'm not mad at
What
you.
it is.
I'm
It
just,
is what it is.
I'm looking. Okay, interesting. Okay, continue.
I'm trying to think. What else? All right, Nickelodeon shows. Here we go. You got. Fuck. It's been a
We're gonna
minute.
do this.
SpongeBob.
Sandy,
SpongeBob.
smash.
She said, "I want these nuts."
That's right.
Fairly Odd Parents?
Vicky?
Vicky? No.
Maybe?
No. Don't do this to me, please.
Maybe?
Trixie Tang. Come on, my guy. Come on, my guy.
Okay.
Jimmy Neutron?
You already did it. What about
Avatar.
Yeah,
I
Avatar.
got Katara. Damn, what the gymnastic girl too. On the bad
Avatar?
side. Yeah, she was on the bad side. She's
the
with
Fire
the sister.
Nation lady.
Yeah. No, well, she's bad too. I could.
Yeah.
That whole trio.
Yeah.
Little baddie trio.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I don't remember the gymnastic lady.
No.
That's about it
That's
for
about-
animated Nickelodeon shows. Yeah, that's about it for Nickelodeon.
At least for Nickelodeon, yeah.
Mhm. Disney, I feel like had more
Variety.
more variety for.
I think Cartoon Network had like the most cartoons though. Like.
Well, yeah, it's called Cartoon Network.
Hey.
It's a network for cartoons.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, there's more options.
They
on
would
there.
not.
So Kim Possible. You already
Kim
said
Possible
Kim.
for sure.
Yes.
That's goated. That's probably number one animated character. She
Phineas and Ferb,
had
though.
no reason being that hot. Phineas and Ferb.
The
who?
daughter.
No, what
The
the,
daughter.
hell? No.
Doofenshmirtz's daughter? Are you kidding me, bro?
Doofenshmirtz. I thought you were talking about the sister.
Don't do this to me.
I thought you were talking about the
I don't want no
sister.
Candace. I don't want that.
Yeah, I thought you were
no.
about Candace. I was
No.
like, ew, no.
Said Mrs. Doofenshmirtz.
Mrs. Doofenshmirtz.
Miss Doofenshmirtz.
Miss Doofenshmirtz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ain't really shit on Disney Channel
Hey,
either.
Cartoon
Besides
Network,
that,
baby.
Cartoon Network. Shit. Oh, bro, Raven from fucking Teen Titans.
Go.
Not Teen Titans Go.
Wait,
from
the old
Teen
one.
Titans. Yeah,
Old
from
one.
2000.
Starfire, bro. What do you mean?
Nah, Raven.
I'll take both of them. How about that?
Fair enough.
There it is.
All right. Regular show.
Hey, no one else. Oh,
The-
Margaret?
Yeah.
Margaret?
Smash.
Welcome to our Smash and Pass. This is what the podcast is. Thanks
Gumball's
for joining.
mom. Smash.
What?
Mrs. Waters.
Who else we got?
Total Drama Island.
Oh, dude, there's a lot of them
There's
on
a lot
there.
of people
There's a
on that
lot of
show.
them on there.
I didn't really
sure.
watch that show, but I just know there's a lot of people in that.
Oh, what about that Sweet 16 or 16? And it was on, I think, Cartoon Network as well. And it was pretty much like a group of teens hanging out at the
mall. Yep, a lot of teen shows. You know, that's how you got kids to watch TV.
That's how you got kids horny. No.
Yes, E-Man. That is how you got kids horny. You put them onto Cartoon Network.
We gotta put a warning sign on this podcast episode.
I already
Explicit.
said this
It's gonna be
podcast is for
explicit.
18 plus. So if you're not 18, get the fuck out of here. And here's again me just looking at the computer for the whole show, and I apologize, guys, but that's what we're doing. We're doing this so we can get the right information.
Exactly. We want to make sure.
But yeah, so Smash or Pass. That's
Great.
fun and game.
Great
you
fun.
know.
Yeah.
You did that in school, right? Or Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Yes,
And you used to do
definitely.
that with like all the celebrities
Yeah.
and like all that stuff. Just good old
Even
fun
do
time.
a little. What's that one game? It's like you got a home. You get a
Mash.
Mash. There it
Jeez.
is. That was a fun game, dude. I'm not gonna lie. That was a fun
What
game.
was it? What did it stand for?
It was like, all I know is it was housing, who you're gonna marry, what your job is. I think I want to say was your job, and then, or like the age you're gonna get married or have a kid or something, or how many kids you're gonna have, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. Right mash. Categories: life partner, number of kids, job,
Oh, okay.
salary, car, and your
you live.
living.
So, like, mansion,
home,
apartment,
house,
shack, yeah.
shack.
Random shit. Yeah, that was a fun game. That was a really fun game.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. You used to pass notes, right?
Oh, dude, 100%. I try to be sneaky
You
with
was a
it.
big note passer.
I try to be.
You got caught. Did you have to read a note out in front of the classroom?
I've never had to read a note, but I have got caught.
Okay.
The teacher was cool though. Like
Okay.
he just
Just took it and threw it
took
away.
it, threw it away. That's it.
What,
Oh.
do you remember what it said?
No, it was just legit writing notes. Like,
He was just talking.
hey, like, what are you doing? At
Did
lunch
you
or
ever
whatever.
write notes to your crush?
Yeah. I used to have them.
Do you like me? Yes. No. Circle one and pass
Yeah,
back.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, wow. You just brought back that's a core memory right there.
Good, dude.
What about you? No, go ahead. What
Yeah,
about
I wrote a note to one of the girls I had a crush on to break up with her boyfriend in 5th grade. Because,
you told her
Oh, yeah.
to break up with
Oh,
her?
yeah.
Tyson's a homewrecker right there. Tyson's a homewrecker.
Hey, man, passing notes was the game, and I was like, man, I'm about to write this note.
He said,
and I'm
don't
about
hate
to,
the player, hate the game.
And I'm about to
That's
be
what
like,
it
oh,
is."
man, I'm about to write this shit out. Good.
What?
I wrote that shit out and gave it to her.
Bruh. Oh, my gosh.
And that
Yeah,
was,
I remember.
And that was that.
I remember
But
passing
no,
notes, though.
that was the one time I did that. But other than that, yeah, we were just passing notes for fun and just, obviously just bullshit talk with notes. But
Yeah. This is before texting. This is before you had
this
phones.
was elementary school type
Yeah,
shit.
this
This
is
wasn't
legit.
because I didn't get my first phone until like middle school, so this was all elementary school. You just be passing
Even
notes.
then. Oh, dude, you know what people used to use before like texting came along? The DS chat rooms. I think I talked to you about this already.
Yeah, we brought this up recently. I never brought mine to school because I wasn't a fucking nerd, but
Yeah, I never owned a DS, so I can't say. I was jealous of everyone because I saw them scribbling with their shit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, cool, whatever. No, but that brings up something that reminded me, like, how creative were you when you, did you ever cheat on tests?
yes,
How creative were you?
I've cheated on tests probably since I was in 1st grade up until I graduated college in 2018. So
Hey,
that's
man.
about 16 years. Yeah.
You're just getting ready for the work.
I've never gotten caught. So what they tell you about not cheating in class, who gives a fuck? Just do it.
Just don't get caught. Just don't get caught.
Don't get
That's
caught.
it.
Actually, did I get caught once? I don't remember. I might be making a story up for the podcast, which isn't rare, but I think there was a one time where I was called into the class after class to be like, hey, like your answers are very similar to so and so's answers. Care to explain? And
Oh, you never changed up the answers?
well, yes, I did, but
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it was still like the ones that were right, and the ones that were wrong were still wrong. So obviously, there's multiple choice. You got four choices.
Yeah, dude. 25%.
Two of them are gonna be right, or three of them are gonna be wrong.
Yeah, there's only 25%.
So if he guessed A, I guessed C. That means either B or D was right. And if B was right and he guessed A and I guessed C, they were wrong on that same question. And then say the next 4 questions were right and they were all the same. It's like
so
that.
you guys
It's
okay?
not saying like I knew the answer for that one. Like if I didn't know like a whole like 5 sections, like
Yeah.
maybe 3 of them I would have cheated on and
Yeah.
did it. The other 2 would have just guessed. But
Yeah.
and then if you look at
I would
that,
play that game too.
in a set of like 20,
Yeah.
if this person and this person have all the right answers and then all the same answers
Yeah.
wrong, regardless if they cheated on the wrong answers, you're just, hey, your answers look kind of sus. And you're like, oh, well, shit, I'm sorry.
I remember I used to get like all the answers to the test. Like
You
every
would steal
question.
answers.
I wouldn't steal answers. I get the answers.
You would steal answers.
Okay, relax.
I didn't steal
You
them.
stole the actual test paper?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't tell you the
You're
story?
intense. No, go ahead. Story time.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This was senior year high school.
This is high school?
Yeah.
Oh, Tyson's rebel.
Yeah, senior year high school history class. And I'm a smart kid. And I don't know why, for whatever reason, like I wasn't ever in, if you've been to high school, most high schools separate kids into whatever they call them,
Accelerated
learning
gate.
groups.
Or yeah.
Learning groups, which help
Communities,
whatever
groups,
they
yeah,
help
yeah.
determine
Yeah.
you to find your passion for your future education or whatever. So you have the very STEM ones, which is like science, math, and stuff, and then you had like arts and which was like drama, music,
Yeah.
and shit like that. And then you get what I'm saying, right? I was in the arts program. I never was in drama in high school and didn't do anything art related. I was just like, oh, art is cool. Like I wanted to just do art, so fuck it. I went to this. Turns out all the dumb kids, all the people who decided to not
Tyson,
give
we're
a
about to
fuck.
get canceled for you're calling out our people right now. Hold on now.
The people who decided that they were not going to go to school to really care about school, like, say, the STEM kids would.
Or like the yeah.
They would go into the arts, because usually when you think of arts, it's, again, what I said, drama, music. And at that point, you don't really need to learn math, English, science for art, because it's art.
Mm-hmm.
So in the way that in my experience from my classes, a lot of the people that were in my classes happened to be people that did not care too much for school.
Okay.
There were some classes that I had where I was mixed in with people from these other groups where, they cared, and I was able to, care and learn and stuff as well. But I'm rambling. Point is, senior year, history class with the arts kids who aren't art kids. They're just kids who didn't want to go to fucking school. One kid's a distraction. Blah, 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 blah. Talking crazy shit right before a test. Teacher's like, hey, come outside. I'm going to talk to you. Boom. Pulls him outside. So they're talking in the hallway. Next kid gets up, goes to the desk, sifts through all the papers, finds the answer sheet, takes it, sits back down at the desk, copies it all, pass it back, boom, pass it.
How long was this teacher talking to those?
It didn't matter. When he came back, the test was still getting passed.
Oh,
it was just enough to get the test in the hands of the students.
Okay.
From then, it was passed back, and then the answers somehow magically got destroyed, so he didn't have the answers to the test. So we all passed the test.
Wow. That's a whole heist.
It was a heist.
It's a whole heist.
It wasn't even hard either.
We need our Netflix special, like on the story of Tyson's schooling right now.
I remember it very vividly too. Like I was just.
It sounds like a movie scene.
And I was just
not gonna lie.
I was sitting in the back of the class. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, I'm not gonna not cheat. Like the answers are coming my way. Like I'm gonna do it. But
dude,
I could have done it myself. But it's just like one of those things where it's like, hey, like I have the answers.
Might as well, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
But it's funny because like the way, so you're talking about communities, right? So like I was in a community that was geared towards college, like classes stuff. But these fuckers, and you know who you are, were the most cheating people I've ever met. Like every period, hey, what happened in the class?
Yeah.
What was the test? What's the question?
I mean,
yada 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 yada.
I feel like cheating shouldn't be wrong. I mean, if you look
You're
at
resourceful. You're just
not
being
even resourceful. Like if they're like, oh, we're prepping you for like real world situations. It's like, bro, if I don't know
Googling.
Yeah, if I don't know something, like, what am I gonna do? Is like if say I work with E-Man at my job, right? And say our job is, who knows, doing Excel sheets, because that's what people do for fucking work these days. I don't know.
That's true.
Right?
It's actually true.
So you're like doing this, typing numbers and shit. Oh no, I have to do this equation. I lied on my fucking resume and I don't know how to do this equation.
Guess where I'm going? I'm going to
hey,
fucking
brother, you know how to
Google.
do this thing, right? And they're like, yeah, like, cool. Can you show me real quick how to do this?
Teamwork.
Is that cheating? Like, no, I didn't know how to do it, so I asked someone to help me, and I got helped, and my life moves on, and nothing, and the company's happy, so who gives a fuck?
You're not wrong.
So for school, it's like, yo, I don't know the fucking answer. Do you know the answer? That looks like you do. Boom.
You're
Done.
not wrong.
I did it, and it's not like, yeah, I mean, I could know what, cosine, tangent, and what's the other one? Sine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could know all those, or I could just look over at someone who cares and wants to know it, because I am not going to use it. Mm-hmm. And so why do I need to remember it? So I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're in that field, if you're doing stuff like you're sending rockets into space, I hope you know what you're doing. Yep. Or if like you're in the medical field, like I really hope you know what you're doing.
Learn your anatomy.
Because yeah, you're gonna be operating on me, and I don't want to miss thing because you didn't know what it was on the test, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Did you cheat at the SAT?
No, you could cheat on that one. I actually studied for. Dude, they put us like one desk, 4 desks in between one desk, 4 desks in between. Like, how am I gonna cheat on that
really?
one? Like,
no, all the SAT tests that I took, we were like right next to each other.
Really? Yeah, no, they spaced us out, and then they were like, "You got test 1, you got test 2."
They did do that.
You got
Yes,
test 4,
yes, they did. They did give different tests, which I think is dumb, and you shouldn't do that as a teacher. give everyone the same fucking test. Because one, you're making it harder on yourself to grade 4 different tests. So when you can just grade one fucking test,
Well, that's why
everyone passes.
That's why they got the little bubble machine. I've always wanted to know how those work, to be honest.
I've never seen a bubble machine answer
That's
computer.
like they have like the
I know
the
what
master.
it is.
Yeah, I want to know.
They say they scan it through a machine and they put the test
and
in,
they just fucking
and the
let it
test is like,
do the whole thing. Yeah.
Machine. What the hell would
Test,
it even
test
be
bubble
called?
machine. Yeah,
Bubble test. I want to see what one looks like. Machine. Oh, I think we found it. Nope, that is definitely nope. No way.
We're in
This
medical
is
grade
definitely
stuff.
not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though, right?
Scantron
There it is.
test machine.
Yeah, see, like it looks like a damn scanner. Looks like a fucking
1980s ass fucking computer.
That's literally what it is, though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, see, they put the master test on top of the. I know this is a double Scantron. Do you remember having to buy Scantrons in college?
That's a scam, bro.
Bro, what the fuck?
They had
was
vending
that?
machines. They had vending machines with Scantrons.
They were like, yo, you got to go buy a blue Scantron for this
not
test.
green. It has to be blue.
What the
Like,
fuck?
what?
And I was like, why do I have to buy this?
I remember I took a whole test, actually.
On the wrong Scantron?
On the wrong type of Scantron.
Oh, yeah.
And then they were like,
you want to turn this in?
yeah, they were like, we can't accept that. And I was like, why? And they're like, because this isn't the right Scantron. So I was like, I interrupted a student that was leaving. And I was like, hey, you got an extra Scantron? Luckily they did, because I had just
copied it.
Yeah, and then they did. But like, he was really going to give me a 0 on the test.
Yeah, they don't give a
Fucking scammers.
Yeah, we can buy a Scantron machine for $150 on eBay right now.
I'm pretty sure we go offer up. It's even cheaper.
I'm sure OfferUp doesn't have it. This is definitely an eBay
item.
Yeah, this is an
Is it
eBay
used?
item.
Condition used.
Condition very used. This thing looks
looks
like
like
it's been
it's
around
1980.
since the 80s.
Yeah.
This thing is the same Scantron, the test scanner they've been using for 40 years. But yeah, crazy things. Speaking about the 1980s, what do you think about Ancient Aliens?
Love that show.
I mean,
You're talking about the show, right?
not the show. Just
Oh.
I mean, just like the theory of it, Ancient Aliens in general.
I agree. I mean, there's some things that are outlandish, but there's some things that I'm like, okay, something had to like be. So like the pyramid, or like in Egypt, no way fucking people are pulling up 3-ton, 5-ton stones by themselves. Like, no fucking way. And then those accurate cuts, no fucking way. And then Stonehenge, I mean, I saw a documentary how they moved it, like they were rocking it back and forth. But it's like, what tools did they have at the time to fucking do it? I think I know I know this one. Go ahead.
Oh, you saw this?
Yeah, I saw this one. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, no, I just wanted to hear what you had to say about it. Only just because I was watching this thing. Graham Hancock, fantastic guy, brilliant mind. I have one of his books. It's literally like 1,000 pages, and it's just ridiculous shit about like aliens and your subconscious mind. It's fucking ridiculous.
Can I borrow it?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I didn't finish it. There's no way I'm reading that whole fucking book. It's literally this thick.
Just an encyclopedia.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But I was watching this thing, and he was talking about how there was this bracelet that was found that was dated to, somewhere around 40,000 years ago. And there was like a hole in this bracelet, right? And it was like a perfect like a drill hole. And if
no tools.
Yeah,
like
so
if
so the bracelet itself has, been accurately dated to be 40,000 years old, but there's no way that an accurately like drill-sized hole with a stabilizer should have been able to make this mark on this bracelet 40,000 years ago. So it's like,
where'd that come from?
Like, what are we missing? Like, is there a part of like human history that we just don't know
over?
about? Yeah, that like where
the government's hiding it. That's what it is.
Either the government or it might have just been lost to time. I mean, what they say, a lot of stuff like the Bible almost wasn't fucking found. That almost got destroyed. in a bunch of fires, and then like what they find, like the 7 dead sea scrolls were just found like in a hole
I don't know the
in an
story. But yeah,
urn.
go ahead.
Yeah, like the 7, whatever the fuck they're called, I don't know. They were just found like in an urn, just like in a cave. So if we didn't find them, like we wouldn't like
Have
yeah,
Christianity
we wouldn't have
at
like
that
we wouldn't
point,
know like any of that shit. So it's just like who knows? Like stuff might have just been lost to time. Oh, this is the book I have. But yeah, shit might have just been lost to time. So who knows what life would have been like a billion years ago. But you already know that we are here and we are just doing our things right now.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this already too, but yeah, definitely I think aliens got involved with the evolution of humans to help speed up the process. I would say, at least in my perspective, from what I read and stuff. But
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, for me, just this moment right now, you're witnessing live skepticism come into my brain because I've been all about aliens my entire life, but just this moment right now, I'm thinking like, do I really think that? Because I'm like, I can't comprehend a quote unquote alien coming down right now and being like, "Hey, bud, let me help you with something."
well, I mean, think about it. So, like in ancient times, like you're looking at the pictographs or whatever that they draw.
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah, well, whatever they're putting up stuff that is like godly, right? Godly helping creatures, whatever, helping them. So you think about it, it's like it could be an alien. I don't know. There's fucking 300 million or 300 billion, no, 300 million planets in this Milky Way already. So it's like out of those planets, there's gonna be at least some that have the same exact thing as us, like water, temperature, Earth. What I don't know. The things for living. It's like there has to be some way that some of them are evolved, some of them are still evolving, and they're just finding planets and fucking helping them move forward. At least that's my thing. That's my thing.
That was my thing, but like I said, now it's getting kind of hard for me just to grasp that because at some point you have to think of like why, like what does it matter if a planet 10 million light years away cares what we're
It could
doing.
be a test planet too.
We could be a test
That's what I'm
planet,
saying.
but I mean, like I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's
a lot.
It's in this moment alone, I've just lost all hope for aliens.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it could be. I can't picture, the little green man coming down and being like, "Let me help you with something." I just can't imagine that being like a normal occurrence that happened multiple times throughout the human evolution, and we still haven't been able to like define like this is what happened. It's like
No, I get you, but what I'm like, think about it. Like in 18 or 1900s, we didn't even have cars at the time, and then here we are in 2020. It's only a century later and some years, and now we already have shits that are going to Mars, or things that are ready to go to Mars, rockets that are going out, satellites, cars, electric cars, all this stuff. Like it's just like from that time to where we are now, it's such a short amount of time compared to like.
But I think that
then.
had to deal with a lot with like the introduction of like oil and the what the fuck was it, that not economic revolution but the
Industrial
revolution. Yeah, so I mean, I think like that. I mean, like if you gave a fucking screwdriver to fucking Plato, I'm sure he could have built a lot of shit. It's just like people just weren't thinking like. They were used to doing things a certain way until someone decided to change something.
So what if Plato was an alien? I mean, we talked about this already, but what if Plato was an alien disguised as a human to help evolution
Yeah,
of humans to start building stuff.
My biggest thing is just like, why would it care? Like, I mean, like, if we found an alien planet that had aliens on it, what would be the benefit of us going to this planet and being like, hey, let me help you with this?
Experimentation,
But like,
observing,
okay.
analysis. Like they're trying to see. I mean, as humans, at least what I would think is they want to see the outcome. They want to see the result of what could come if you do all this stuff. So that's my take on it. But
I mean, yeah, that is a sense, but I feel like that's a very human-like thing to
that's what I'm saying, like-
want. I feel like if you look at it just in terms of like animals don't really care about other animals besides who's gonna fucking eat me and who can I eat. There's no like there's no giraffe being like I'm gonna study this antelope.
No,
it
yeah,
knows
yeah,
that
of
it
course
knows,
not.
but why? That's the same
evolution
thing.
of it. That's instinct.
No, it's this.
That's instinct.
Okay, so exactly. So what instinct would be like, oh, I'm an alien life form. Like, let's go to this other planet, see these other aliens, and try to like boost them up.
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
there's really no point in
argument
it.
to humans, for example, just right now, they want to go to Mars because they want to see what's on Mars. That could be the same concept for aliens, except they have the technology to do so.
But again, that's visiting to see. It's not being like, hey, let me help you progress your life. Like there's really no logical and actual like reason for a helping hand from anyone or anything in an evolutionary process. Because I mean, if you think about it, I mean that's what evolution is. It's literally just like survival of the fittest. If you survive, that means you were well equipped to
Yeah, and you
stay in
evolve
your
as
situation.
You go. As you go.
No one necessarily came down and grabbed the turtles off of Darwin's Island and was like,
No, definitely not.
I'm gonna make you live.
What
boy."
if it's a pushing hand though? I mean, like
I
don't know.
I just lost all hope in aliens
Okay.
right now. Live on the podcast, and it kind of sucks. But yeah, it's really tough for me now to kind of just like see. Or even imagine, like as a human being, like, so, okay, maybe this is just myself. Like, if I was looking through a telescope and I see a planet and I see a little dude looking at a telescope too, and they wave back to me, I'm like, oh, I found aliens. I don't give a fuck what they're doing. I'm not going to go help them. They can just move on, live with their life. That's what I'm saying. Like, with animals are alien.
Yeah.
Animals are aliens. We are aliens to animals. Animals don't give a fuck about other animals besides animals that can kill them and what they can eat. But the elephant is not gonna build a home for a beaver because it can move more weight. It doesn't matter how much more the elephant knows or how much heavier its hand is. It does not give a fuck about the other animals besides the lion and tigers that can kill him and whatever the fuck they eat, which is plants. So I just don't think, like, I feel like humans are the only species that have this complex of, like, we need to help or people need to help us. Every other animal in the world does not give a fuck about other animals helping them. I mean, there are animals that live symbiotically and, like, cohabit things, but that their main thing isn't, like, I'm doing this to help them and then leave. Like, all those, like, fish you see on, like, the bodies of, like, sharks, they're doing that because they get the fucking food off of the shark. And the shark's like, I'm not going to eat these things because they're keeping me clean. It's not the fish doing it and then leaving the shark and then coming back to be like, did you die yet? Nope, you didn't. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, that's because it's instinct. Like, they evolved to survive. You're right. But as far as, like, when they're evolving, the mindset of a more evolved creature is going to be more curious for things. Yeah. And then that's where that comes. I think that's where that comes in, where, like, what happens if I do this, or if there's this factor or that or that.
I think, but again, I just think that's a very human instinct, a very human intuition. I wouldn't even call it an instinct.
I wouldn't even say human. I would say intellectual. Like, you want to grab more knowledge, right? You want to know what you want to know as much. You start researching. You start doing
stuff. That's what I'm saying. Studying is different than what's the word? not obstructing, but like studying is different than playing a hand, like you were saying. Like playing a hand in something like, okay, you're, I mean, I don't know. I was thinking like a scientist has an ant colony, you know, the things with like the glass and you can like watch
ant
them do the
farm
thing.
thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
cool shit, right? Scientist is watching that, seeing what they do. The scientist introduces something foreign and they watch what
see what happens,
and
the
they
ants
see
do.
what it does. Yeah. So I guess I kind of just played myself that is something that happens. But
It's all observation.
yeah,
I mean,
I don't know. I
yeah.
just feel like when your scale is as large as
The universe. Like, we're a little speck. on
yeah,
them.
yeah. I just don't really see any sort of like real reason for it to be motivation for things to do.
I mean,
whatever.
what I was reading is that there is a galactic federation or whatever you call it. You know, like,
Excuse me.
but humans aren't evolved enough to be part of it yet. You know, or like at least Earthlings aren't evolved
That's
yet.
what the Mass Effect story is.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, I have never played it. Now I gotta play it. I'll watch the gameplay. I'll watch the
That's
gameplay.
literally what the first Mass Effect
But
game
seriously, like,
is.
yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it's like, I mean, I don't know. This is all hypothetical. Like, these guys are trying to get us already on board, and they're throwing shit at us, and they're like, let's see what they do with it. If they become smart enough to handle this, then they'll be part of us, and we can introduce ourselves. Whatever. I don't know. It's all hypothetical. It's all theoretical, but yeah. Welcome to the podcast. Conspiracy and scientific, somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was deep. That made me sad. I wanted to believe in aliens, and I just fucked myself.
No, you still could. I mean, I understand like where you're coming from, but anyway, let's change the subject then. Going back to school, what high school classes do you wish you could have taken, or that you wish they offered?
Either like, I mean, I know we had an auto shop. I didn't take it. Did we have a woodworking class? I'm sure we did.
pretty
I didn't
sure we
take
did.
it. Yeah, probably one of those. But I probably wouldn't have cared even if I did those either.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck about cars really, and I mean, like, I do build things now because of work, but like in high school, I didn't give a fuck.
But that's what I'm saying. Like an auto class, like at least you know how to change a tire, change a filter.
That's true.
Oil. You know, like
Yeah.
it's life skills. Like you break down the side of the road, you're gonna call
It's one of the-
AAA all the time. Like
Yeah, I mean, it's
You
one of
know?
the things. I didn't have my first car until I was already in college, so like learning about cars, I didn't have one, so I didn't feel like I needed to like I didn't need to like know anything at the time of high school, which was what, like 15, 16, like when I was leaving. So like, and that's when those classes were offered to you. It was like junior, senior year anyway. So it's
Yeah.
like I didn't even have a car anyway. So I'm like,
So it
I
wasn't-
could
it
learn
wasn't
this
that
shit, but
valuable to you.
yeah, it's not. I'm not gonna put it into practice. And like now, I can just go on YouTube and be like, "Fuck, like my car got a flat tire. How do I change
See,
it?"
I mean, there is YouTube University for sure. I look on YouTube every time I need to figure out how to do something.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, I wish in high school or something that they taught me what credit is, how to work with credit, how to build credit. You know, like those basic kind of like life fucking skills. Like, that's one thing that I wish that high school offered. I mean, they might have, but
Life course.
life courses. Yeah, exactly. Like shit that you need to know or that you're gonna need to know as you get older.
Wasn't that what home ec is?
They took
Or
it out, bro.
I know, but like,
Well,
is that what they taught? Because I mean,
Man,
all
I knew
all I
sewing.
know is that they did in home ec was like they give you a fucking egg and they're like, "This is
Cook
a baby."
this. Oh,
no,
no.
they're like, "It's a baby. Like, take care of it."
I had different home ec class.
I didn't take home ec.
So my home ec class was sewing, knowing how to sew,
Okay.
and knowing basics of cooking, like basics.
And you still use a microwave.
And microwave is my number one tool, baby. Number one tool.
So as you can see, home ec.
But sewing
help.
has helped me though. Like a button comes off, I know how to make sure I knot the end so it doesn't fucking go through. Let me figure out my cross stitch or whatever. Like, so there's some stuff that I did take from it, but
Okay.
for sure. Like
They did that. They did those two things for a whole semester.
no, it was like half. So like it'd be like, well, at least in middle school for me it was wood shop and home ec, and then once the half semester came, it turned into art and say computer science or something. So it was like a little bit as an intro, but they didn't do it for a full course. But it's still like something that you should know. I mean, wood shop. I mean, unless you're gonna be a carpenter, then for sure. But if you're not, then it's like,
Yeah. I mean, I just think in high school you should have more access and make it cooler to do
For kids,
just to do like college like things. Like if you like obviously you go to high school because you need to prepare yourself to go to college, right? If you want to go to college. And if you want to go to college, obviously you need to pick a major.
mm-hmm.
In high school you're only taught math, English, science,
Basic
health, history, and that's pretty much your
computer
core.
science?
You barely take computer courses.
like half a semester.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
half
like
a
nothing. So like, I think they should do more courses on like computer programming.
Things that are happening now.
Yeah, or not
right?
even happening now, but just like they should take like college courses, and then just make them like intro easy for high school kids, like computer
One that they could
programming,
grasp,
like
yeah.
learn
Like,
how
what's
like,
coding?
like
what
learn
is
what a
coding?
JavaScript is, or
Yeah.
at least if you just learn what the languages of like code are, like C++, C++, JavaScript, Python, and like all these other shits, like.
Yeah.
Just at least learn, like giving kids the opportunity to learn these things, because then you're able to be like, oh, I like this stuff. I can see myself doing it, because
Yup.
when you only do math, science, English,
You don't know what you like. You're just
don't-
learning,
you
and you're just going as you
do
go.
whatever the fuck you want. And in college,
Yeah.
like here's 500 things you could get a major in, and you're like, I didn't even know
Like, I only
zoology
know
was
basic.
a fucking thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
no, I
didn't-
agree with you.
Yeah,
100%.
I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know you could get a degree in fucking. You mean criminal investigation,
whatever,
or
yeah.
you get a degree in fucking special needs teaching. Like they don't teach you these things in high school. It's all just very like.
And it sucks if you don't have like anyone that has been through it already, because you're just going in blind, and you're like, all right, you got to choose now. Like what? Like
Yeah, and obviously it sucks too. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure maybe other states are probably different, but at least where we're from, like you have a school of like fucking 4,000 kids and probably like 200 staff. You have one counselor per fucking
it's the hard. It's
what we said, learning community, and there's 1,000 kids in one learning community. So it's like, yeah, you could go to your counselor and be like, hey, I want to get into this. What classes should I take? But dude, no one has time for that. Especially like if you're a student athlete in high school. Like, dude, I didn't.
You take a lot.
I had no
Sports takes
time.
a lot.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
no
sports
time
take a
after
lot.
school. I would literally go to class every day, and then I would after class go
practice.
right to practice for
Yep.
2 hours. Get home at like 6, 7 o'clock. Eat, shower, do homework, go to sleep, and do that shit again. I had no time to stay after class to do tutoring, speak to an advisor. Like, there's no time for this shit. So I think it all should just kind of just be interlaced within your normal school day period, so you have the chance to figure these things out, or have the option. I think there's not enough options for classes.
It's very old school and traditional. Like,
Yeah,
they need to evolve. I would say, like, honestly, they should offer something like colleges do, like show those options and see like what could be grouped into what.
Yeah, by the time
And
like
start
you're a
doing that.
junior, like
Yeah.
obviously you do like in college. Your first 2 years, you do your English, math, health, history, get all that
Your
shit
GEs,
done.
your GEs.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I mean, this is what they did in high school, but for me it never felt like, I mean, I took a graphic design class.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
that's like one of the funnest classes I took. But yeah, I only took that for a semester, maybe my junior year, and after that they're like, all right, pick a new one. It's like, well, why can't I just keep doing this class? Like, this is
Because you like it.
Yeah, this is what I like. Like, I want to keep doing it, but like, nope, you gotta do something else.
And that's the shitty part. You
Yeah.
know, like they're just not grooming you, but it's like they're just teaching you the basic shit.
Yeah,
And a lot of it, honestly, you don't use in real world unless you're in that field or you're in doing that specifically. Like I think a lot of options would definitely help to guide people to where they want to go and do what they want to do. Cause yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you like we've been saying, you have your big ones. I mean, if you want to be an English teacher, obviously you do English things. If you like math, there's a lot of shit you can do with math.
Shitload of classes.
You can do math for anything. But, there's all those other majors that you
Like
have the
graphic design.
option to take in college, or even just interests in general. If I was big into computers, I just enjoyed being on a computer. You put me down in front of a computer, I'll have a fucking blast. And I'll pay attention. I'll do whatever. But, it was never an option for me to learn more about computers besides how to type on a QWERTY keyboard using my four fingers and my
words
wrist,
per minute
my
or whatever.
wrist on the fucking space bar or some shit. You don't get the option to be like, I like computers, and they're not like, okay, cool, let's take a semester trying to learn, programming, or take a semester doing this, and if you like it, you can just keep doing it.
You're kind of stuck.
Yeah, I
you're
mean,
kinda
it's
stuck.
I can see they want to prevent burnout.
But I mean, you would think it would make more kids or students engaged.
Exactly.
Because they like what they're
Yeah,
doing.
because
They're
gonna
not bored.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we
Yeah.
would steal from the history teacher for test scores, because no one give a fuck about American history.
Unless you're into that,
Yeah,
you know,
unless
unless
you're
you're
really
into that.
it,
That's what it
that's
is.
your thing. Then you can go be a historian, an archaeologist, a fucking anthropologist.
Whatever it falls
you
into
can
that
do
category.
anything in that, but
Yeah.
for people who don't care about those courses, you're not gonna keep them engaged, and I think that's a very I just think the school, public school system, I don't know what private schools are like.
Yes,
Maybe private schools are different, but
Public
school
school.
systems are very just all right, you know how to do. You know what 2 + 2 is. You know what a squared plus b squared is equals c squared. You know when the revolution was fought, and you know where your penis is. All right, have fun in college.
And then it's a completely different ball
Yeah, and then
game.
you're like, what the
It's like,
fuck? I
what
don't
am I
know
doing?
anything.
Yeah.
I took remedial math in college, and I was like, dude, I don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck what this is.
Yeah. Honestly, I wish I could have just took the classes I wanted to take. I hated that I was constrained to what I wanted, or what I was in.
Yeah,
You know?
and that was the cool thing about college. You were able to do those classes. I took a bunch of bullshit classes because I was like, oh, this just sounds interesting. Is it gonna better me in the future? Probably not. I probably forgot most of it, but at the time I was having a good time and I was paying attention for the most part.
Yeah.
Maybe I was coming to class drunk as shit, but who gives a fuck? I was still having fun.
Maybe that's why they don't do it either, though, too. Because when I think about it, when I was a kid in high school, I was a kid in high school, I wasn't really focused on what I'm gonna do.
Yes, but no, but that's that's the point we're trying to make. That me and you were trying to make is that you weren't focused because you didn't care.
That's true.
If
Okay,
you
yeah, you're
found
right. Let's go back to
if
it.
you found something that you like E-Man obviously likes graphic design. He likes social media. Obviously, these were social media was a baby when we were in high school, but graphic design has been around for fucking ever.
Yep.
You could learn typography. You could learn, you can learn how to write for PR. You can do all that shit at any age. Do they do it for you when you're in high school? No, they wait until you're in college. So, but if that's something, if you're like, well, I like.
If you had classes you could engage with and you really like, then for sure you're gonna excel further.
If they just had more advisors and counselors to just get kids to be like, what do you do on your free time? I just play video games. I do this. This is cool. Boom. You can learn a lot from someone who just does that.
Mm-hmm.
If you like video games,
you fucking do
exactly.
code.
You can
Development,
learn
AI,
code.
whatever.
Exactly. There's so much you can just learn
So
from
much.
random things. You're like, I don't know. I like to just hang out with my friends and I don't know, skateboard. Cool. Boom. Kinesiology. Just put them in something with sports related, or just get them in the row, or get them into doing broadcasts, TV broadcasts. They could do the X Games broadcast. There's so much shit you could do just from listening to kids and what their interests are. You can pull so much information from that to put them in the right direction so they can start learning what they want to do. Because so many kids, myself, you go to college with something in mind, you're like, I don't fucking want to do this.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I can't do this, one, because my college is very prestigious in this certain aspect, and everyone who gets into this specific thing has 4.0s and has 150 hours of community service. And I'm like, dude, I don't even have time to do this shit because I gotta go to work and all this other shit. So it's like, boom.
And that sucks too, because like you have kids that are, I wouldn't say privileged, but they are privileged. Like they don't have the same circumstances of a lot of
Exactly, yeah.
You know, like I don't know. We should make our own school. That's it. We're making our own school. We're gonna be deans.
Too good for
That's
you.
right, baby.
Fucking university.
Heard it here first.
Send your kids to our school. We'll get your shit fucking right. But yeah, there's definitely a lot that could be done for public school work. I mean, obviously, I don't know the back end of things.
It's just funding, I think, is the biggest thing. That they can't. That this is why it's not happening.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could definitely say a lot of these teachers also don't give a fuck about what they're teaching. Because I feel like a lot of them, got their degree in a very specific realm of what they're doing, and now they're teaching to kids who don't give a shit.
But that's
just put the teachers who want to teach the kids who give a shit, man. I mean,
that's a different story. I was gonna say that's a different story.
I mean,
they went to school for teaching.
Nah, not all the time.
I mean, like
you don't have to. I could get my teaching credentials right now and not ever want it to be a teacher. All you have to do is just have like certain grades and pass a test, and then you can get your credentials. And then
I don't know the process.
Yeah, it's literally I mean, you can go to school for it, or you could just apply to do it. Yeah, all you have to do is like provide certain like information, take a couple tests, but you don't have to go to school for it. Like I could get the book right now, study, and take a test and be a teacher. So I feel like a lot of professors or teachers or whatever, this is high school, not college. I feel like college, you're kind of
if you're in college, you're going to college for a reason.
Yeah, if you're a college professor, you kind of
what to expect.
You kind of pick that, but like high school teachers, I feel like a lot of them just had their degree, worked somewhere, and then we're like, I kind of want to teach. So then they got their credential, now they're a teacher. So it's like,
and a lot of like now how it is now, it's like you go to high school, like you're expected to go to high school, you're expected to graduate. Yeah. Like it's not like
you kind of have to go to high school now.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like, oh. You could kind of slack off, whatever. You could do whatever you want. No, it's fucking, you're going to high school, you're going to graduate, and if you don't graduate, you're going to get a different certificate, whatever, But, like, and then, like, the way that society is with work and stuff, it's like high school bachelor, or high school degree required or equivalent, It's like, you're kind of putting that pressure for everyone to be at that level. I mean, I understand it, but at the same time, it's like, I didn't like if I went to school and I graduated with a high school degree and then I started working as a carpenter, but I learned it all on the trade, like I wouldn't have even needed a high school degree, Like there's no reason for it. Anyway, well, this got deep. This is a deep episode.
Yeah, we can just get into child labor laws.
Yeah, this is a deep episode. This is real life issues now.
Sorry for not being funny. E-Man brought me down with aliens, and then now he brought this
You're
other shit.
You're the one that brought up the topic. What do you mean?
Well, I thought it was going to be a funny topic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's sad. All right, fuck it. Let's see. If you could bring back a dead celebrity, who would it be and why?
Shit, don't put me on the spot like
Come
that.
on, that's what we got to do. We got to bring it back up before the show ends.
Dead celebrity. Dude, I don't even know dead celebrities.
Come on, you gotta pick someone.
Bro,
and if they're not dead, then I can let you know. But just pick someone.
I was thinking about Michael Jackson, but
why?
Exactly.
Out of anyone?
Come on, man. I don't know.
Oh, this is sick.
You go while I.
Marilyn Monroe died in 2001. That's a lie. Sorry, I'm
researching.
Yeah, what the fuck? What is this lie? She died in 62. What the fuck is this list?
Wikipedia. Check your sources.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? If I could bring back A dead celebrity, I would probably bring back.
I'd bring back Robin
see.
Williams.
Robin Williams.
I mean, like, I understand, like, what like he was going through. It's very sad, but he also brought a lot of joy to people too. And like, if he was to come back, like, I would hope that would be reflected onto him too, so he would want to live. So that'd be my person.
Okay.
Robin Williams.
Okay, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I mean, there's a lot of easy ones, that you could pick. But in terms of someone that like I would be able to enjoy, see, I don't know. It's tough.
How you ask this question and then you don't know?
Because I wasn't asking it for me. So it's
Okay,
just,
okay.
yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, obviously, I think for me, like, a big one would be obviously like Tupac. Like, I think that's like
Okay.
that's very interesting. It'd be interesting to see like how his life would continue to unfold. You know, after seeing like Snoop, his whole life
His
like
whole thing is
unfold.
gangbang and everything.
Yeah,
It's like-
it would be interesting to see, and obviously he was an advocate for a lot of things, so it would just
Yeah.
be interesting to see
That'd
kind
be
of like
actually
what
that's a
his
good answer.
like what his life would end up like if he was
Yeah.
still alive. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of people like you could say that for, So it all kind of just depends, but
I agree though. People who have died earlier than they should have, I think that'd be a good choice. Just because like you could actually see what they're gonna come about when when they get to that age,
yeah.
Yeah. So.
It got sad again. We talked about dead people.
God damn it, Tyson! You're the one bringing up these topics.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But you know what? It's fine. The people will just have to live with a sad episode this week. But
It's not sad. Hey, we're
it's
opening
not
up your
sad.
minds.
Yes, we're
Just
talking.
think about
We're
it.
having
Think
conversation.
about it.
As you should with everyone else in
Exactly.
your life. But everyone, I think that'll do it for this episode.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed another episode of the Too Good For You podcast. Once again, that is spelled the number 2, good, the number 4, and the letter U podcast. And of course, you can find us on all of our social medias at Too Good For You Pod, which is TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I actually do Too Good For You podcast on Instagram, on YouTube. But yeah, Too Good For You Pod essentially everywhere, or you can follow the link in any of the bios of myself, or if you follow us on Instagram at Too Good For You Pod, you can find all of the links for all of our other socials through there. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good shit. But
We're
yeah,
all there.
E-Man, where can they find you?
You can hit me up on Instagram at EmmanuelSnap. Everything else I don't want you to find. So what about you?
And you can find me on all my socials at DJ X Pharaoh, and I will let you guys all figure out how to spell that because we are all adults here, and we learned how to spell in high school.
That's what English classes are for.
That is what English classes
There it
was
is.
for. But all right, guys, we will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.